Hi there, Capricorn. It's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I'm here to do your February 2018 reading. Sorry, it's behind. I had some weather issues here in Canada. It's been snowing for over a week, and then we had freezing rain. So I did nothing but snowplow or blow and shovel every single day. I have a really long driveway, so it was a lot of work, but welcome. Capricorn, 2018, February 2018. Capricorn, got you in my mind. Got you in my mind. February 2018. What messages do we have for you today? Happy Valentine's Day, too. I just about forgot. Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day. Let's see what we have here for you. In your past energy is the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the King of Cups reversed. So, the Knight of Pentacles is about, building something for yourself. This young man is, he's young in the sense of what he's been able to develop and what he has, what he's taken care of financially and in his stability, like how he makes his living, how he lives every day. And he's the beekeeper. He takes care of his bees, and he's quite content to do that, and he doesn't need to, he's not in a place where he needs to feel like he needs to be rich. He's quite comfortable just taking care of his bees, and it gives him enough to have a comfortable life. So anyway, in your past energy, you were very happy. It's kind of a humble position, the Knight of Pentacles, and you can see this horse isn't going nowhere. Quite content to stay right there, And it's also a card of observation, just waiting for, because those bee houses, they're making honey, they're working. So he's got his workers, but they're not in the traditional sense of workers. Maybe machines or something like that. Those bee houses can represent a lot of things. Anyway, the next card is the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is a slap on the hands, basically, about your behavior, about the way you've been using your truths. And it's like you're cutting with your truths. Does it need to be said? Does it need to be said by you? You can do this same thing, deliver these messages without the harshness, is basically. So it's just a warning, just a warning to watch your P's and Q's with people and their feelings. And you're so busy thinking about other things and concern with your worldly concerns, your world. You're not thinking about what others are perhaps feeling or having to, how not their feeling, but how they're seeing the same issue that you're seeing. Okay? So I won't go on and on about that. Next is the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles, there's a bit of jealousy, like it looks like. It's not competitiveness. It's like you don't want to give up your place. Okay? Your place, where you stand in this company, maybe your position. You were known as the most hot, talented guy around, and have been able to really build a company, maybe build something that will go on, and now this new person's coming in that you've probably taught, and they're better than you. They're improving. So this card is a little bit about, growing past your time in your profession is basically what it is. So it may be time to move on to something different because you're I don't know, you're not feeling the same way about what you're doing. That's what I think. The Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is, you have these two wands. You have choices here. And like I just said, you might be discontent with what you're doing now, and you may want to go in a new direction because you feel like you're not the top kid on the block with that anymore. You might have outgrown that too. You're not necessarily being pushed aside. Maybe you've outgrown it. But anyway, here you are getting some advice. You're trying to get advice. You're kind of looking for objective opinions about, what path you should go on now creatively. I think you're looking for a new career, a new interest, and I think it's something that you want to like what you do. It's that time in your life when you want to go after something you enjoy, not something you have to do because it makes the most money, or it gets the most praise or recognition. I think you want to go after something now that you enjoy, that you've always wanted to kind of do. But, when we want to do something we like or we love, there's a certain trepidation. You don't want to, there's that we should do this. But that's your mind talking. You need to listen to your heart. And the last card in your past energy is the King of Cups reversed. The King of Cups upright is a very emotional person, like he's right at the edge of the water, and see all that water's turbulence, not calm. He gets wrapped up in his feelings sometimes, and he's passionate and quite a loving, caring person. But reversed, he is not that. He's not emotional. He's holding back his emotions. And they're there. He's just not going to let them out. You see, they're up there, but they're being blocked by all this. It's like a dam in front of your emotion. You've created this wall, this dam, and you're not investing emotionally, basically, is what that's saying. King of Cups reversed. So in your present energy, you have the Hangman reversed, the Two of Cups, the Four of Swords, Four of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Emperor reversed. There's a lot of emotion in this reading. Partly there, I can see so much growth with you, Capricorn. You're growing. You may make a career change. I can see that. Because it's like you've made as much money as you need to. You know, you feel a little bit comfortable. You got a bit of a nest egg, and now you want to do something different. But anyway, in your present energy, you have the Hangman reversed. The Hangman upright is stranded there. He's in limbo. He's stuck. It's almost like giving up, you know. It's woe is me. And this card is also about sacrificing something for the greater good. But in the upright, the Hangman he's not stuck. He chooses to stay right there where he is. He is not hanging or suspended. He is he's just not ready to put that foot forward. You know, he's leaning back and waiting. He's leaning back and waiting for the right time to make a move, a step. And still very leery about sacrificing anything. You know, none of us want to give up something, and he doesn't. He doesn't really. He wants his cake and eat it too. But he can leave this limbo anytime he wants. And you know, and this bird, usually the eagle, the golden eagle. Oops. Usually the golden eagle is the far-seeing bird. They can see the farthest of all, and that's why they're the king of the air. But here he's not. This bird's almost flying under rocks and into caves and can't see far. You know, you need to broaden your vision. You need to look outside your little box, your little perception. Okay? Next card is the Two of Cups. So you have seen the person that you want. There they are. They don't know that you're looking at them. You're watching them. You're love struck. You are. And they're going to, you haven't told them that this is how you feel. This is that you're watching them, obviously. And, or they're watching you, one or the other. But, yeah, they could be watching you. Yeah. But anyway, the thing is that these two aren't talking yet. They're not communicating. They haven't looked at each other in the way that is you know, they both have a cup here. They both have a cup. She has one, he has one. But she has no control, you know. She's in her white dress. She's pure. You know, she's the real deal, and so is he. They're very different people, though. And but he can't help it. He's crazy about her. And, you know, so whether you're male or female, there's both in this card. This applies to you. There's someone watching you, or you're watching someone that you're crazy about. You haven't told them, or they haven't told you, expressed themselves yet, but they know. They know how they feel. That's all there is to it. So this is you going into contemplation about what you want to do. It feels like a great big struggle, like a big challenge, but their swords are laying down. They're not threatening at all. You're laying down your swords, and you're going to meditate on this, but I think you're laying down your swords because you want to negotiate. You want to work something out. You don't want this to be a big struggle, a big argument. But you're going to go and, ponder this first before you make a move forward or in another direction completely about your feelings about this person. And this may be where you are right now. Like, this is present energy, this line. And, this could be where you are right now. You haven't made your move, or you're just about to make your move. I don't know, but you're contemplating what that's going to be. And like I said, you've laid down your swords. You don't want to fight anymore. You don't want to argue. You don't want it to be a struggle, And it doesn't need to be, it looks like to me. Sometimes it's all how you look at something, we're in our minds so much, and that can become a trap, but it isn't here for you right now. And I also want to note that you have a 4 below a 4. So this is some sort of trending 2 4s, 2 2s. Some decisions there. But the 10 of Cups is your next card in your present energy. And wow, what a beautiful card. So you've obviously decided to go take a risk, put it out there. It's a relationship you believe in, or this person is taking a risk and coming to you and deciding to lay it all out, all their feelings. They accept you for good or for worse, and they see it as completely stable emotionally, now. There's the columns. It's kind of like the home in the heavens. And he had this love has elevated her to his level. Like, they're both on the exact same level before. She's earned her wings. She's gone through the tests, and so is he. He is more human now because he has feelings. He recognizes his emotions. And so they've both changed in the right way and in enough to come together, because this relationship is worth it. It's worth it. The Emperor reversed. So the Emperor reversed, he's the father figure. He's the one that has so much experience and lords over everything. He is educated and experienced and powerful too. He's not the one to cross. But in the reverse, he doesn't feel as stable anymore. He doesn't feel like he's got anything to lord over. He's not in his natural position. This is normally the father figure, and he in some ways I wonder if he's not living up to his position, his status, his what do they call that? And in all the royal lines, you have your station. Your station. That's the word I'm looking for. So he may not be living up to his station, and certainly the man that everyone knows him as. So for you, Capricorn, this all means I think that some of the things that you might be giving up and or not giving up, you might be giving up that wall you've made. You might be letting that fall and be more approachable, because this guy doesn't look very approachable, but here, he's letting his guard down. He wants to be more with the people instead of in this high status where he's so above everybody else, he's out of contact. So, the Emperor in reverse is more about relating really to others. Okay. And wow, this is really beautiful reading. It's turning out for you to be. So in your outcome future energy, you have the Six of Swords, the Sun reversed, the Ace of Swords, the Six of Wands reversed, and the Seven of Wands. So, in your outcome, like in your present, it looks like you're handling your emotional part of your life. You're getting that situated and you're feeling more grounded and secure that way. And then it looks like here you're kind of looking to take care of that career part. You're going back, you're going back and saying, okay, now that I got that stuff figured out, now I need to figure out where I want to go, and how that fits in with my relationship, with my relationships. So the Six of Swords is about leaving turbulent waters into a more calmer and peaceful way of life. And this is really nice because, that's exactly what you went to do, was lay down your swords. And here you are, like you've taken them with you, but you're leaving all that turbulent water. You've decided to handle and think about things a different way. And for some, this means moving. It means leaving the situation. But for me, I think in this particular reading, it's leaving a frame of mind, leaving your anxieties and your fears and the things that hold you back from doing what you want to do, going where you want to go. So this is in your outcome energy. The next card next to that is the Sun reverse. So the sun is normally illumination. It lights up the way. It's the gate. You're ready to go through the gate and all is well. It's full steam ahead. And it's like so welcoming there too, and it's like flat ground. It's just easy to go through. But here, I think that it's not going to be something that is going to take off right away. I think that it's slow going. It's not necessarily in your pace, but in your success. So your success in this is a little slower going. It's not radiant right away. But the Sun card, even in the reverse, doesn't even have a negative connotation. It's really just it's just like slower success, gradual success. Yes, gradual success. The next card is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is about mental gifts being open. Like some think it's a truth that's going to be revealed. You're going to learn something. I see it as I see a lot of the aces as ideas. It's the birth of an idea, whether it's it mentally, like a strategy, a plan, a way of thinking. In the cups, it's a person that it's the birth of the journey down this suit. Okay, and with the ace, it could be you hear about something, you hear about an opportunity, you're given an opportunity. You're not sure if you're, excuse me, if you're going to take it or not, but you're given an opportunity. You hear about this. This is communication. You thinking about it, pondering it, going over in your head, So it's still in the formulating process in your mind. The Six of Wands reverse is next, and it's funny because you got the Six of Swords, and now you have the Six of Wands in the very same outcome layout here. But anyway, the Six of Wands is about, in the upright, is about initial success. Everybody's celebrating. He's got the golden fleece. He's now you just have to make the journey back home. So there's still work to do. You have initial success. So if this is talking about this new direction that you're going to be going in, you're going to be you're going to see some success in it, and like I said, it's slow success. It's still there, but it's slow success. So I think there's going to be a lot of challenges in this because the wands in the mythic tarot translate through Greek mythology, and this is the Jason and the Argonauts after the Golden Fleece, and he has been selected to do this because people believe in him. That's his team behind him. They believe in him and support him. So obviously he was the right one to do it because he got it. But now you have to make it back. And it's just as long a journey back as it was to get there, and with its own challenges. So enjoy your success. Oh, hold on a second. But this is reversed. Sorry. I get all wrapped up in my own story here. Anyway, in reverse is you're not seeing the success when you think you should see it, like after all the work that you've put forth. So you may have to do quite a bit of work on this before you're going to see returns on it, is what it's saying, is before you're going to get the recognition and to people to believe in you. There's a lot more work than you thought, but you might have thought it might have taken off by now, or there had been moving forward, and it's not going as forward as fast as you would hope, So don't worry though. You've got the sun here, so it's going to be successful. It's going to take more time and more effort. Your final card in your outcome is the Seven of Wands. It comes right after the Six reversed, and here you're like, geez, like nobody's even looking that I got the Golden Fleece. And exactly, because all these other people have won their prize too. So this is about competition in a fierce world. You need to prove your product, your idea, your thing is better, and you may even have to improve on it because there's 7 other products out there just like that. So how is yours better? So this is what this card is about, improving on your idea, what you do, what your energy is in the workforce or the creative force out there, and the material world, because that affects our what we can do, what we're able to do, with what we've got. So, and I think that this isn't going to be hard. Capricorns are hardworking people and determined. You know, they're slow going. Like, think of the goat climbing the mountain. The goat is probably one of the few animals that can climb a cliff, like literally a cliff, a complete vertical wall, and they do it slowly, determined, methodical. So, this isn't going to stop you. Don't worry, this. But it is going to, the great thing about it is it's going to stimulate, it's stimulating to you to, okay, what am I going to do to make my product or my thing, my business, my store a little bit different? Just, a little bit different to stand out among the rest. So there you go. Like, what an interesting reading and well-rounded. It doesn't look like really to me that you have any money worries in February. Um, hmm. You know, I there's some changes, but they're all slow and exactly the way that you move. You're doing things at your pace. That you do get frustrated and stuff, but it's so nice to see that you're opening up emotionally, and I think that's going to push your drive into all the other areas of your life, because you got that positivity now too. So a whole new attitude, I guess. Anyway, Capricorn, thank you very much. Happy Valentine's Day again. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you have already, thank you very much. And we'll be seeing you next month. Bye-bye now.